You've been running nonstop and calling it dedication. Your body, on the other hand, has been calling it depletion. And only one of you was right. Now, listen, if the idea of rest alone makes you feel guilty, or you start thinking that it's something that you have to earn in order to have it, Houston, we have a problem. And it's not you, it's just your perspective. And it's time to shift it because the story that rest is going to slow you down, stop your progress, or if it's something that you think that you can only have in the afterlife, friend, that is the story that we are rewriting today. So let's get into it. Because I used to have this bad, okay? And I'm talking Michael Jackson bad. Back in my leadership corporate days, oh my goodness, I used to skip lunch and wear it like a badge of honor. So friend, I listen, we got to get all the way into that, okay? If you are new here, I'm Letitia, your identity shift coach. Make sure that you're subscribed because we have conversations like this every single day. Okay, friend, let me fill you in, okay? Let me take you back to my old corporate days, me in a leadership role. And listen, I worked hard, okay? Hard work, strong worth ethic, that was me. If you would have looked it up in the dictionary, boom, I would have been right there. I was the one bushy tailed, starting the day strong, just doing the dang on thing, okay? Calling it dedication. I thought that because I was skipping lunch and just working myself just through the day, barely taking any breaks, I thought that that gave me some sort of a competitive edge, okay? Meanwhile, I was meeting burnout faster than that, friend, because I was just constantly running myself into the ground. And then you know what would happen, okay? Come 2:30, 3 o'clock, I would hit that wall, friend. All of a sudden, I'm staring at my computer screen like it owes me something at this point. Because my ideas are not coming through as fast. I'm rereading things 15, 11 times, okay? It was bad, friend. I certainly did not have the same energy that I started the day with, okay? Because your girl over here was finishing on fumes, okay? And I thought that that was showing my commitment, my dedication. And friend, all it was is a bad habit that I started and really just did not know how to stop. The truth is, I was just using tomorrow's energy today and calling it productivity, okay? But have you been there working so many hours just to prove that you're the dedicated one? You are the dependable one. And the whole time, it's just exhaustion that we've mislabeled as dedication because you've worked your fingers beyond the bone. But the whole time you have just completely drained yourself time and time again, and wondering why you constantly feel overwhelmed or why at the end of the day you don't have the energy to give to your family when you get home because you've already drained your social battery for the day. And where we really get it mixed up is we're constantly measuring ourselves up against how much it is that we do and not measuring ourselves based on how we showed up while we were doing it. Because, yes, you can put in the hours, you can check a bunch of things off of your list. But if your heart is nowhere around and your energy has been totally siphoned all day, because you have not taken the time, not even once, to just take a moment for yourself, then what is even the point anyway of all of it? Things did not shift for me until I enrolled in Brendon Burchard's certified high performance coaching program. As someone who got coached through the program and then loved it so much, I had to get certified, friend. But when I was going through it as someone experiencing the coaching, and lunch was something that we talked about extensively because there came a point in time in my career where it was something that I could easily skip. And even still to this day, it's something that I have to be extra mindful about. My husband will tell you he will check in with me just to ask if I ate lunch, okay? Because he too knows that I can just get so caught up in what I'm doing that eating becomes the thing that I'm not thinking of at all until after the fact when I have an attitude or I have a headache and I'm wondering why that is. So it's still something that I actively have to continually work on still to this day. But going through that coaching program and realizing that rest is actually a big component to productivity. It's really not the thing that hinders it. It's really the thing that fuels it so it can keep going. Brendon Burchard always gives this example that I love. He talks about a race car driver, think NASCAR, and they will do their laps, but they stop, okay? And meet up with that pit crew. They have their pit stops. They do not skip them. And when they have that pit stop, they're getting refueled, the tires are getting changed if it's needed, and they do what they have to do to make sure that the car and the driver is steady and safe enough to go back out there and win that race. They do not skip the pit stops because the car that doesn't go in for the pit stop is going to break down on the track and it's not finishing the race. So, friend, where have you been running around that track without stopping and then wondering why you end up broke down somewhere? LeBron James, we all know he talks a lot about his health process and the way that he keeps himself in shape and in good health to continue to be able to play basketball at this stage of his life. He goes on record saying that he gets his 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night and does not skip it because he understands that rest is what is fueling his productivity. It's not something that he skips out on. So, friend, why are we? So, friend, I know when you have so much on your plate, slowing down can seem like it's going to slow you down. But being ambitious does not mean that you need less rest. If anything, it actually means that you need more rest because of the load that you're carrying. You are carrying the weight, the responsibility of so many things in your life, personally and professionally. And with everything that you are carrying, friend, in order to continue to carry it at an optimal level, you need your rest. Rest and recovery is just as much of a part of your productivity plan as being productive itself. And the more that we realize that it really is the way that we rest and recover, that rejuvenation plan, that is what keeps us able to sustain the productivity that we really want to have, not in the absence of it. Now, friend, maybe you heard yourself in the skip your lunch story, or maybe you've been skipping your own pit stops, but nonetheless, you heard something and you was like, girl, that's me. I don't want you to bypass that feeling without doing something with it. My main character energy journal prompts, they ask you these types of questions so that you can actually hear yourself. Not what I think that you should do, but what you already know you should do. You just haven't given yourself permission to say it out loud. So, where have you been skipping your lunch or skipping your own pit stop? Where have you been treating your own plan to refuel like it's something that you should feel guilty about? Because that is exactly how this type of a conversation goes from just me and you having it right here to you living it out in your real life. So I'm linking them for you down in the description and make sure that you grab them, friend, because you have been doing everything for everyone else. You have been showing up strong, doing it all, friend. And now it's time for you to do something for you. Okay, friend. And I cannot leave you without giving you a few steps that you can apply right now. Step one, audit your energy, not your calendar. Because, friend, listen, I know you. That calendar is jam packed to the brim. It is just oozing with everyone else's agenda. But where are you showing up? Okay, friend? Listen. So, take a look at your calendar and notice the places where your energy dips out on you. Where are you starting the day strong and finishing the day dragging, friend? It is so important to be able to recognize where your energy is the lowest, okay? Because you cannot fix what you are not willing to name. So, friend, this is where we take a look and really audit those places where you are seeing your energy go non existent. Because there comes a point in your day where you are staring at your screen like it has personally offended you. And that's where those energy drains are, okay? So find those places, friend. Okay. And step two, those places are where you are going to put in your plan to restore because you have got to refuel yourself. You've got to rejuvenate yourself. I'm loving these words. So pick the one that really feels the most empowering for you. Which one makes you feel like, yes, okay? And once you have what you are going to call it, it needs to go on your calendar. And friend, this now becomes a non negotiable because here's something that I know about you. You would never reschedule a major client. You would never tell a dream person that you now have a meeting with. You would never reschedule or cancel on them. But that 15-minute walk that you promised yourself, you'll reschedule that in a minute, okay? When you say that you're actually going to go to lunch, you will reschedule that until next Tuesday. So, friend, honor your restore plan like your life depends on it because your energy certainly does. Step three is shift the story. Friend, listen, if anything that I know to be true, it's that as soon as you decide to rest, there's going to be that little voice that says, look at you being lazy. That voice is going to try to convince you that you need to be doing something, that you need to be more productive. And I want you to be prepared to tell that voice, I am being productive. I am restoring my energy. I'm rejuvenating myself. Friend, you got to be ready to tell that voice to sit down and have several seats. Do not let that voice guilt you out of giving yourself the proper rest and restoration that you deserve to have. This is where you give new meaning to what rest really means to you. Because what really truly matters right here is not just you showing up mindlessly to cross a bunch of things off of your list. It is for you to show up as you in your best capacity at 100%, giving your best. That is what the day calls for. Whether you are personally handling things in your life or professionally, it all requires the best of you. And the best of you is rested. The best of you is refueled, rejuvenated, restored. So, a friend, be prepared to tell that voice that you are doing one of the most productive things that you can do, and that is refueling you. So, friend, where have you been running on fumes when you should be running on full speed? And if you actually had a plan to restore your energy throughout the day, what would that need to look like? Because that is the exact support that you can put in place to help you throughout your day, friend, because you deserve to have the energy that you need to show up in the way that you really want to. So let me give you a journal prompt, okay? Okay. Where are you skipping the pit stop? What is one thing you are scheduling this week to refuel? Not for work, not for your family, but for you. Because you deserve it, friend. Okay. And then meet me in the comments and tell me, what does your restore plan look like this week? Just one thing. Put it down in the comments because that is you making a commitment to you. And I want to celebrate you there, friend. Okay. Listen, I love this video. I hope that you did too, friend. Like it, subscribe, and meet me in the comments, friend, because that is where we continue the conversation. Okay. And listen, to know me is to know I love myself so much, I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend, I will meet you in the comments and I will see you in the next video tomorrow.